So now when you've been to port about 500,000 times and you've gotten really tired of the tiny storage space and the restricted quotas of your ships, you are going to start casting a longing eye towards the trawlers. And in this video, I'm going to talk real brief about how trawling actually works. And since you are going to be so cool and hit the like button and subscribe, I promise I will not tell anyone that you skipped the trawling tutorial and came straight to YouTube for answers. The ideal speed for trawling is somewhere between 2 and 3.5 knots, and the easiest way to accomplish that is definitely to use your autopilot. Just draw out a distance where you're going to go on the main map and then set your autopilot to that speed. It's too much to have to feather the controls back and forth otherwise, and this is really going to save you some headache. Now you also need to be in an area where the water is at least 200 meters deep. And while the displays are different looking on different ships, they're all going to have these that you can change and cycle. And I like to keep one showing me how deep the water is under the keel, just so I don't get back to the trawling station and realize that, man, it's not deep enough. Then I just set the autopilot to about 2.5, maybe 3 knots. We're ready to get going. So somewhere behind you here on the bridge or in the wheelhouse, you're going to find the console that controls all the trawling action. This main screen is going to show you a bunch of information, but first we actually got to get our equipment in the water. So we're going to get our crew up here and we're going to set the trawl. Every ship is going to have a switch that you turn to set the trawl. Here on the Dexter is located in between the joysticks on the main console. Some of the other ships is located off to the side, whatnot. It's not a difficult thing to find, but this is the way to get the trawl going into the water. Once the trawl is set, you're not going to need that crew anymore. You can send them back to rest, and we are going to take a look at the panel in front of us. So I've gone ahead and I have locked the trawl doors at about 80 meters depth. And I want to talk about this panel, which is the heart of the whole trawling operation. In the top left-hand corner, you are going to see the depth of where your port and starboard trawl doors are. As you can see, they're sitting about 80 meters. And it's important to note that on this particular boat, the doors have to be at 100 meters depth before you can actually start trawling. To the right of those, you have the navigation showing you the speed and heading of your ship, as well as your depth under keel. Remember, it's going to stay between 2 and 3.5 knots, which your autopilot will take care of, and then it's just showing how deep it is in the area. Bottom left hand corner has the catch, the percentage of the trawl bag that is filled with catch, also the depth of where the trawl bag itself is sitting, and then the spider. The spider isn't important, but if you did the tutorial, this thing will be on screen unless you have removed it. It will show you how you are stretching out the opening of the bag and what is playing into that. And then in your bottom right hand corner is your forward looking camera, and we're going to zoom in on this here to go over it a little bit more in detail. Really popular now in modern times to stick cameras on just about everything. We decided to put a camera on our trawling bag. So this view right here is essentially a camera sitting on top of the bag, looking forward in the direction that we are traveling. As you can see, it shows both of the trawling doors as well as the boat that is out in front of us. And then it's going to show the concentration of fish around us. If it's blue, it's the ocean, and the more red it gets, the more concentration of fish is in that area. And the name of the game is to get the reddest areas between the trawl doors. Now when we have a basic idea what's going on with this control panel, let's get the actual trawl into where the fish is. Trawl doors are controlled by these two joysticks where you can see it being lit up next to, and it's as simple as you either reel them out you reel them in or you lock them in place. Our goal here right now is, of course, to get them below the 100 meters and then probably lock them right there. It looks like we have a lot of fish in the area, and we don't want to go too deep in case our bag starts filling up quickly. And as you can see, the bag is filling up extremely quickly, and we're gonna have to pull these back out as fast as we can. Because once you get into the red up towards the 80%, you are risking to lose your entire trawl. The wires are essentially at their max limit. You have a little bit of play there, and luckily enough, it appears to, in this game at least, that as soon as you go above the level that you have to be at to trawl, in this case 100 meters, as soon as you are less than that, so at 99, it just won't bring on any more fish. I should also mention that while it is possible to turn and maneuver the ship while you are trawling, you need to make sure that those movements are very small and precise when they happen. I like to let the autopilot handle it, essentially just draw out like a new line so that the ship slowly turns with it. Because if you start really moving the ship around, you will see the opening of the trawl bag essentially collapsing while you are turning. And while that's collapsed, you're not catching any fish, and it's going to take a while before it opens back up again. What remains now is to haul up the trawl, get all that fish into the processing area, have your crew start in on it while you continue trawling. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and taking a look at it. I hope this answered some of your questions you had about trawling, and maybe it made it at least a little bit less intimidating. That's all we got for today. Thank you. Hope to see you on the next one. Oh, it's just a guy hanging out. That's not... This is more boring than I thought it would be.
Anchor. I can't. Oh my god! I was typing.